Well, good evening. I hope you're all doing well. Good evening, Nordic. Good to hear that it's not doing too bad. Hopefully, too bad is better than bad. But good morning. I'm so used to saying that. Good evening to the YouTube side. Happy Friday. I hope you all had a good week and are ready for the weekend. And good evening to the Rumble side. Same for y'all. I hope you had a great week and are looking forward to that weekend. Hello, Drive-By. Hopefully you've had a good week. Maybe I should finish eating, huh? There we go. Looking good. Your Mets staged a comeback last night in the top of the ninth inning and downed the Brewers in the wild card series. Now they're headed to Philly. Well, congratulations to them. Oh, hello. Hello, Kaladin. You say hello and have a good stream. Thank you. I appreciate you. What is Enshrouded? It's a survival game, but I would almost like the hazard. Hold on. Okay. It's a survival game like Valheim or... Wow, words. I swear I know them. You do. They're up top. But it's a survival game like, say, Nightingale, Valheim, that type of thing. It's also dark as sin in here. All right. I think that's good enough. We're going to go back up. At any rate, it's supposed to be a survival game. Although in some ways it feels more like an RPG, but with survival light elements, if that makes sense. There are quests and a few NPCs. The world is not procedurally generated. It was created, so it's a static world, which most RPGs have. Hello, George Chris. Happy Friday. Oh, thank you for the light. That kind of them to light the way for me. But I really like the world. It's very interesting. Kind of sad. Actually, really sad. So, you have woken up from your... I don't even know how to call it. Well, it is nighttime. So, there is that. I'll grab all that. And of course, dummy me, I don't ever bother to grab a torch when I go out. Hello, bunny. Run, bunny. I'm not after you. It is evil. I guess that's the best way of putting it. I have not had to intentionally kill a bunny when there's wolves and Enshrouded and all sorts of other things that will do it for me. Like that wolf there. Who has killed a Enshrouded? I'll take those things. Yeah, I hear you. Where are you? A wolf meat's a little gamey for your liking. Okay, here's a question that I honestly do not know the answer to. Would people actually eat wolf meat? People eat anything if hungry enough? Well, that's true. And these people would be particularly hungry. I can't say I've ever had the experience of eating snake. Though I've heard there are people that do it. Oh, and don't worry about that thing. That's with me. So if I kill something using magic, I have a chance to, well, raise things. So I guess she does have some necromantic power. And it just disappeared. It went bye-bye. They don't last long. Necromancer, I knew you were hiding something. Yep. And this here is the starter base, which is mostly finished. I did do like a penny tour of this in my video this morning. There's not much to it. Except this annoying NPC that keeps wanting to talk to me. But I'm waiting for the next time I play with Gus, so, Let's see, what do I have in my backpack? Oh, my backpack is full. Okay, put some junk away. Anything? Okay. Any stone? Nope. Do have fabric. Fiber. So the shroud is like nerve gas. I am not sure how exactly to explain the shroud. Except we will go look at it shortly. As soon as I get done figuring out where everything goes. Anything going there? Nope. We're supposed to be putting in a dump box, but until then, since I really like to keep stuff organized, we're doing that. All right. So here's one thing about Enshrouded that makes me see this more as a RPG instead of a survival game. See these NPCs here? We've rescued each of them from different vaults. And essentially they are furniture. So this dude is the blacksmith, and so he's essentially the blacksmith table.
Now get back out there.
This lovely young lady here is the farmer, and she does, well, the farming table. And she's the nicest one of the bunch. This is Balthazar. He's the alchemist. And with him, I can make potions, I can make ammo for the staff, I can make other resources, mage's gear, which is what I'm wearing, and some decorative books.
We're stronger together.
He's also pretty nice. And that's the hunter. We're not talking to her right now because she has a quest for us. And like I said, I want to wait for Gus to do that. Now, I need to put away, put these arrows in here for Gus. Go ahead and salvage these because I don't need them. And they're better off as runes. Huh. There's arrows everywhere. Okay, those go somewhere else. And that goes there. All right, let's go ahead and progress time. So, like Skyrim, when you sleep, you progress the time. Didn't have to progress it very much, it sounds like. Make sure everything's repaired. Not the prettiest looking building ever, but, you know, it's a roof over the head. It works. Really, when somebody's standing there waiting for you to come at them, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to attack. But it is a wolf, so it's dumb. Dumb as a box of rocks. So essentially you are a construct. You're not human. You were created basically in a test tube, and you have been awoken to cleanse the world of the shroud. I'll grab that. An actual torch. Go figure. I'm actually picking one up. essentially. So this is the shroud. You have a limited amount of time that you can be in here. If you do not get out of here in that time, you will die. All right, grab that stuff on the way past. Grab some more of it. We'll need it. Yeah, only these shrooms aren't very nice. That's probably an understatement. So if you look over in the distance there, you see where it's kind of red. So there are two different types of shroud. There's this blue shroud that you can run through for, like I said, a limited amount of time. And then there's the red shroud, which is deadly and pretty much will insta-kill you. And I am not kidding. You step one toe into that and you will die. Let's see. And because you're a magical being, things seem to light on fire for you. Which is kind of a slick way of showing you around the place. Because when you're wandering, especially near cities or along paths, the lamps will light up for you. That wolf was chasing that goat. The goats are pretty quick. They can outrun the wolves for a little bit. There's usually a mob up there. See him? Might as well go take care of him while we're at it. Hi. How you doing? Yep, come on. Okay. There we go. So, when you're using magic in this game, there is damage types. So, I've got a fire wand and I've got an ice wand. That guy that I was just fighting was resistant to ice damage. Or no, fire damage. But highly susceptible to ice damage. And the bees will attack too. So that's a thing. Okay. I love how they leave the tip up even after you've learned it. It says bushes can conceal you when you're within them. Not being very sneaky, are we? Oh yeah. Fun thing. You see that barrel in there? See if we can get it. Nope. Okay. But I can get that one. If I'd done that fast enough, I could have probably blown him up. Left a nice hole there. So here's an ancient vault. Get rid of this guy. This isn't the one you start off in, but this is an ancient vault. It says, "It's done. The cinder vessel is a delicate contraption, still volatile, yet brimming with potential and hope. The first human to enter will be our true prototype, the kindling of a new spark. Thankfully, the blacksmith volunteered. He must enter the vessel and sleep until roused anew, lest he slips into eternity. May the ashes of one age sustain the seeds of the next." And that was written by Balthazar, who, as we know, is back at base. And this is where we got the first survivor. So these are called cinder vaults. And some of the people that were in cinder vaults were people. You can see that the raiders really did a number on this place. They destroyed pretty much all these vaults. And maybe dragged some poor unfortunate vault residents out to their doom, it looks like. But for some reason, they missed this one. I know nothing about the raiders' activities here, I swear. But yeah, you start off the game in a cinder vault much like this one, being awakened by the flame and told that you have slept for far too long. And you must now awaken and go forth and push back the shroud. And like I said, you are not human like the others, like the survivors you find. You're a construct. You are created from a mixture of human DNA and ancient DNA. I don't think there's anything in here. We'll go check. Oh, there's a book here. Eureka! By the ancients I've done it. Equilibrium. The subject sleeps, yet can be awakened. They are dead, yet alive. The subject does not decay. It is untouched by the course flow of time. A flame soul in a mortal body. Igni serves as proof. We can survive. We can endure. These cinder vessels will be our only chance amidst the shroud. We have no other choice. Balthazar. So he created the cinder vaults. Basically, as a last line of defense against the shroud. I will take that. And I don't know if he was expecting to be one of the people in a cinder vault or not. I'm assuming probably, yeah. I hear buzzing, but I don't see it. Ah, there it is. And they actually do some damage. How are we doing bag-wise? We are getting full. Okay, I can salvage that. And salvage that. And salvage that. I guess there's a couple spots open. I can salvage that because I guess I can't salvage it. Some things they won't let you salvage. Who unleashed the bees? I bet it was Jemmy. I don't know, but definitely want them because I want the honey. Honey is good for stamina regeneration. And want the wax for other crafting. So, you can see the, doesn't look very pretty, does it? Seems to me that the ancients and the humans lived together in this world. And the ancients had something called elixir. Well, some trickster, brought elixir to the humans. And humans, being humans, did their thing. And they started mining for it. More and more and more. And of course, they started going to war for it. That's going to have some mobs in it. I think Gus and I have played around in there already. It was fun. Yeah, because we came from that house down the back way. Died a couple of times. But, you know, it was all good. So that's where we just came from. That's the Cinder Vault. Go ahead and get this tree. The reason I'm chopping down these specific trees is that they usually contain more resin than any of the others. And resin is important for a lot of crafting. So, of course, I want to grab more of it. And over that wall is another camp of bad guys, which we would go to, except, our bags are getting full, so we'll skip that. That's not the right axe, dear. The first time I played through the game, I was doing it solo. And I had a lot of fun with it. And I had gotten at what was, at the time, all 5 survivors. But then they added some extra stuff, added a new survivor that happens to be down in a dungeon that seems more suitable for group play. And I had intended to at least give it a shot once I was higher level, but unfortunately that never happened. And in the meantime, I got this for Gus for Christmas. And it's been several months since Christmas, clearly. But he's been able to finally install and try it out. What should I make for dinner tonight? Cheesesteak or ham and cheese sub? Oh, well, they both sound pretty good. Depends on how greasy you want to get. I would say the cheesesteak's going to be the greasier of the two. But they're also usually pretty awesome. Alright. I think I'm just going to go ahead and port back. We're going to go back to the main base, not the starter base. Ah. Well, hoagie roll, probably cheesesteak would be good on that. So here is Harvest Homestead, which I have taken over as a base. Been working on cleaning it up. Got this building nice and cleaned up already. Ain't it pretty? Now let's see, I'll stick that in there. Very cozy. And I've been working on just generally cleaning the place up because I wanted to surprise Gus. So I've flattened all the debris down. I've planted some trees. Let me go ahead and grab this water while I'm thinking about it. I have to be careful. If I hold E, I will dismantle this well, and then I would be very sad because this well is very useful for getting water. And I fixed this place up. In fact, I was working on fixing it up in my video. I have pretty much finished fixing it up. Looks nice. Put that there. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Screw you. Now I gotta put all that stuff back. I need a what? I need a what defense? Now, I've heard that there's supposed to be base raids, but not seen anything of the sort yet. Oh, machine gun. Okay. Nope. I haven't done anything of that sort. But like I said, I have not seen an actual raid on a base yet. They talked about adding that, and I think a number of people were adamantly against it. So they may have decided not to. Your your services can be purchased for a low fee. Well, that's good to know. You get the game and we'll play it. And then you can has coin. Now, where did I put... Oh, bone. Right there. And yes, I will admit I'm a little anal about organizing, which I should be more of in real life. All right, how are we doing here? We got more tomato seedlings. Most recently, we did get the farmer, so we've been learning how to grow plants. You can see got a few things growing here, a few tomatoes, a few strawberries, and some Aurelian flowers. That's something I've been working on. Oh, might help if I repaired stuff. I had workbenches everywhere. I have a workbench in here. I have a workbench in the little house. I have a workbench at the first base. And out in the world, you will run across not workbenches, but repair stations. Which Gus jokingly said did not make any sense, but I thought that at least made sense because this is a world. And just because everybody's gone and it's kind of fallen into a bit of wilderness doesn't mean it isn't still a world. Now this is Woodguard, which was in my video earlier today. I went down into this cathedral and showed people where to find a set of cosmetics. In fact, this set of cosmetics specifically. I like it. It looks nice. We went over here and found another chest, which has a bandage and some heal channels, so I'm glad I decided to stop and look. I can't make those heal channels yet, and definitely can use them. And I got this house here. Well, what's left of it. Poor fellas. There's dead people everywhere. Take the books. Come on. Oh, there was some honey up there. I didn't even notice that. Okay. Learn something new all the time. They had a nice little garden up here. Well, nobody's here to mind if I take their tomatoes. So I'm going to do that. I'll take all their mushrooms. And the Orelin flowers? You know, I'm still not quite sure how to pronounce that. Oh, bathroom. Another chest. Some fireball charges. I'll take those. Oh, and something I haven't read. My brother. All hope seems to... Let's just start over. My brother. All hope seems to be lost for me. The nurse, Helen, says there's nothing for me to do but rest. But I won't have it. The people of the Kindle Waste, they speak of the ancients as if they could do anything. You recall the obelisk, where we used to play as children? I will make my way there, no matter what. Perhaps there's a cure for me yet. Do not follow. You cannot stop me. And I think I just added another quest. I wonder, either this is the guy that wrote that note and he never did get far, or it's the brother that waited patiently for him to return. Either way, very sad. I think that's everything here. I don't see any ladders up. Ooh, I want to make that. I like that window. I can't make that yet. I want to make that. Oh, there's another chest here. More healed channels. I'm glad I double checked. And some healing potion. Good. Okay, we've cleared that area. Hello, Chip. Salute to you, too. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. All right. Ha. Go in here. Now, I would like to say that this stuff changes, but it never does. It's always the same exact things. Hold on. Backpack. Because, hey, we actually have one of these now. A torch. And, oh yeah, that's what the shroud looks like at night. Oh, I never did finish telling you the story. At least what I know so far. So the ancients and the humans lived together. The ancients had something called elixir. And the humans, well, let's just say some snake brought the humans a taste of this elixir. And it's very powerful stuff. Humans, liking power, wanted more of it. So they started building these giant elixir wells. And I don't know if I can see one from here. Yes, I can. See that thing right over there? That is an elixir well. And they dug deep for this elixir. And of course, they went to war. And if that had been all, that would have just been the end of it. You know, humans would have killed each other over this elixir. But some reason, this part I don't know for sure, but this shroud appeared and started destroying everything. This wasn't something that even the ancients could deal with, which is why the cinder vaults were created. Some humans ended up in cinder vaults, and you were created so that when they woke you up, you would go destroy the source of this shroud so that people could come back into the world, hopefully a little wiser. From the sounds of things, perhaps you weren't meant to sleep quite as long as you did. None of you were meant to sleep quite as long as you did. It sounds like it's been a long time since this happened. I don't want to say it's been at least a century or two, but I get the feeling it's been a century or two. Yeah, that even repairs the torch, which we don't need to be using anymore. So, oh look at our tomatoes and our strawberries are ready to pick. I'll do that later. Nobody needs to watch me pick vegetables, at least not on my own farm. Oh, and if you hadn't guessed already, yes, there's gliding in the game. And corn. I don't need any more corn right now, or else I would pick it. And this is basically kind of a save point. So if I were to die, I would resurrect there unless I found another one. Okay. Oh yes, y'all can see this too. I do not know what's going on here, but I'm getting like a graphics overlay when I move. So I don't know what that's about. I haven't figured it out. Maybe I'll look into that after the stream's over. Seems like this town of Woodguard was on the very edge of this rift. That's not the whole town. Part of the town is down in the shroud. Like it fell in. Yeah, I thought there was wolves here. That's just a big giant flint mine. I'll grab the berries and the mushrooms. Now that thing I can't control. Unfortunately, he will also kill the goats and the bunnies. So since he's doing that, I might as well take advantage of free meat until he disappears. And there he goes. Okay, that was the only one in that tree. Well, like I said, I have not had to kill a single fuzzy animal, except wolves, because they clearly try to chew your face off. All I do is pick up after everything else that does. Ah! I don't know. Do goats actually baa? Like sheep? Maybe that's a sheep, not a goat. Could be a wild goat. But I think it's a sheep. Or a wild sheep, but I think it's a goat. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Take that. We'll take that. Mana potion, I will definitely take that. We'll need that when I'm using the staff. Which I mainly only just use when I need to do healing. We can see our little town from there. Well, our little town is subjective. It's not our anything. Not the town, at least. Oh, but if you look down, see what I mean? How part of the town is inside the shroud? So maybe it didn't fall in, but it's definitely in there. And it is destroyed as a result. I have to wonder if the creatures that are in the shroud used to be human. Assuming that's a distinct possibility. I'm also assuming we have reached a dead end here. So we're going to go back. Oh, here's a closer look at part of the town that ended up inside the shroud. There we go. You see what I mean? There's a lot of it. And it's covered in this sickly looking fungi. So while this game definitely has its faults, one of the things I do like about it is the tone of the game. and the atmosphere. And the bits of lore that I found so far make me want to fully understand what happened in this world. So for me, it's interesting. No problem. Shall I go back and show you the part of that town that... Oh, you can still see it from here. If you look, part of that town is inside the shroud. That whole area is shroud. Now that big tower over there is... That's not a vault. It is an ancient spire. Sucks for that town. Kind of reminds me of the mist from Legend of Legaia. I don't think I've heard of that one. Oh, neat. I have not noticed that before. Look at that way off in the distance. Tell me that is not floating in the air. That's floating in the air. There is an island in the air. Why do I get the feeling that is going to be an end goal? Legend of Legaia from the original PlayStation is a classic turn-based RPG, considered to be one of the best ever made. It's either floating or the masses connected via a tiny port of land. You know, I had thought about that too. It's hard to tell through the mist. So it could be that there's a small column holding that thing up. Either way, it's pretty impressive. See if I can see. Oh, we can. If you look down there, below where the floating island is, you can see the little base. Neat. I can see home from here. Yeah. Okay. One or two things we can get rid of if we need to. I'm kind of just wandering around without Gus, trying not to find too many things that he hasn't seen yet. Don't be eyeing my secret floating base. It's mine and I have dibs on it. Now this is another homestead. I think in my first playthrough, I had started by wanting to take this one over. And then I switched to this is Peaceful Acres. I had started by wanting this one. And then I decided on the other one instead, because while this one has a nice big building and lots of farmland, the other one was just more aesthetically pleasing. That looks like a small cave. Come on. Yep, come on. Ouch. Well, I didn't time that one very well. Peaceful Acres sounds like a cemetery and not a farm. Okay, I can't really argue with that. It was the wolf's cave, all right. Okay, there is a strange lump here. Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing. Sometimes it might be a buried chest, so I thought I'd at least check. That does not look like the friendliest of mines to go into. Even that bunny's sitting there going, oh God, please don't let me fall in. Please don't let me fall in. I love how you can always have the bow as a secondary weapon. All you have to do is hit Q and you automatically switch. And I see another wolf. I'm probably not going to make it in time to save that goat. Oh, that's not a wolf. That's a spider. It said resist it, but it died. Sorry, bunny, I tried. So yeah, there's spiders in the game. My guess is that spider came from Peaceful Acres. Might as well go look. I'm going to laugh the rest of the day. It doesn't sound like a... You said it doesn't sound like a farm. It sounds like a cemetery. We got a lot of plant fiber. Now, if I had been able to deconstruct that, instead of breaking it, I would get hay. I could have gotten up here from the hook. Oh, ice bolts charges. I will take those. Okay, I'm breaking everything except what I want to break. Might be stuck. Oh, I might be a little bit stuck. Excuse me. Okay, I've got to be able to get out through here somehow. I'd like to be able to explore the rest of this place. Can I get out here, please? I better be a little stuck than a lot stuck. I don't even have enough materials to make a workbench. Haha! There's not a skeleton here anymore. Did that give me enough? Nope. I'm still short of wood log. Got it. Never mind. I got out. I persevered. A lot of stuff we can break down here for the materials. Not breaking down the hay bales though, because it doesn't do me any good when they break into fiber when I want them to be hay. Alright. Speaking of which, I'm going to go make something to eat. I shall be back. Okay. A couple people in the toilets here. That's not a way to go. That is definitely not the way to go. A lot of beds in here. I'll take all of those. Gus will like that. Now this looked like it had more than one floor, did it? It's gotta have more than one floor. Okay, we've been here. Feel like I'm going in circles. I can sleep in these. Nice, thank you. Yeah, you can't tell me this doesn't have a second floor, so there's a way up that I missed. All right, back in we go. Okay. Okay, so that's a separate room from that. I am either completely daft or there is no way to get up to the next floor. Yeah, I'm just going in circles at this point. You would think with all these doors, one of them would be a passage going up. Oh, I'll take that. So every once in a while you can find useful things like campfires. And if you're out in the world at night and you want to rest, you can light one of those and have a resting spot. All right, let me start looking at the ceilings. Alright, I have looked at this whole thing. There's just no... I'll take all that. There's just no stair up. Backpack's full. Okay, what can we get rid of? We can get rid of that. We can get rid of 1 salt. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Nope, don't want to get rid of the dirt. We need that. Get rid of the bug part. Alright. Unless I totally missed something, I did not see any way to the next floor from inside. Now, are there any hooks? Because this has a second floor. I don't see any hooks either. Hooks would be an easy thing to spot, so... I think this one had a hook somewhere. Yeah, right there. So you can rappel yourself up. Not high enough to glide over. Looking for a spot that might be high enough for me to glide onto the roof. Definitely not that, but maybe. Maybe. Maybe from here I can get up there. Might want to eat though. Hello, goat. Hello, fellow Rumbler. Hope you're having a great day and an even better weekend. Have fun. Daramouth, thank you, and thank you for the $2 Rumble rant. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great weekend, too. And I hope you had a good week. Maybe I can glide from here. I would kind of wish to be a little bit higher, but I'll give it a shot. I don't think I'm going to make it. Where's the honey? Yeah, it's not going to give me enough lift. Ooh! Ouch! I hit the wrong button. I died. Oh well. We are not far from base, so I'm not worried about it. But I am going back for that stuff. So, I accidentally hit the right mouse button when I was gliding. Dara Muth for future reference, or Dara is fine too. Well, thank you. Daramuth. But if I don't remember that, I will remember Dara. Yeah, we're not that far away, so I'm not worried about it. We'll just go get that stuff. What did we lose anyway? Quite a bit of things. Those bags were much fuller than that. You're welcome. Glad to. But yeah, I hit the right mouse button while I was mid-glide, and when you do that, you actually cancel the gliding action. And I fell like a rock. By the time I realized I was falling, I'd hit the ground. And then, like in Valheim, you do lose stuff out of your bag. You don't lose every single thing. Clearly, I'm still wearing my armor. I still have my weapons and other gear. But you do lose, like, some of the stuff you gathered. Probably should keep my eye out for anything that's creepy crawly, but I also need a torch, so... Ah! Oh, we got company. We got all sorts of company. Oh, good. The spiders are luminescent. Okay, we gotta go through those guys to get my body. Well, missed. It's way too many of me to want to do this on my own, but... Well, got somebody's attention. Oh, well. You want to come join the party, that's fine. Ouch. Ouch. Aha. Ah, got a little backup. Putting a couple of my skill points into necromancy turned out to be the wise choice. Did I die all the way up there? Alright. I cannot see anything. We must have died way up here. How did I manage that? Oh, I see it now. I was going the right way. Backpack is full. What are we getting rid of? Get rid of the bones. Get rid of one stone. There we go. We got our stuff back. I don't think we're going to try that jump again. That did not work out too well the first time. Oh, look. There's a place over there. And if I am right about the glowy green, it's infested with spiders. Now that one I will wait for Gus, because I don't know if he's seen that yet. I'm trying to hold off on some things. You know, I want Gus to be able to enjoy this with me. He can't really do that if I've already looked at everything. Now that over there, Peaceful Homesteads I'd already been to in my first playthrough, so I wasn't worried about coming here. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to get rid of something. Or maybe not. Okay, no. I thought maybe we'd get what do they call it? A spark from that, but no. Wow, that looks even neater at night. That definitely looks like a floating island now. Now let's see. You have to hit escape and then hide HUD. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but okay, whatever. Okay, not being a tourist. I had to get a shot of that. And base is not in the general direction I'm going, but you know what? We're just going to fast travel there. Because why not? I mean, you are a magical being. Might as well take advantage of it and fast travel like we're in Star Trek. No, I really should put a dump chest somewhere. How much junk does this have? Almost nothing. Okay. You will be the designated dump chest until I can organize all this stuff. Well, that, I know where to put it, so. That, well, nope. Scrap arrows. Yep, those go in there. Anyway. But these arrows go in here for Gus. That didn't take long. It must have already been almost dawn. Oh, we have 25 strawberry seedlings. We have 15 tomato seedlings. Got 5 more of each being made. So I got a bunch of seedlings in here. And when we're done, I'm going to make some more chamomile seedlings. And something else. Alright, that was fun. I managed to die to my own folly. Someday I am going to remember not to hit that button when I'm mid-glide, so I don't just drop out of the sky like a rock. Yeah, I don't know what this artifacting is. Almost seems like it's supposed to be intentional. I know it's not. It's something to do with the graphics card. But in a strange world like this, something like this almost seems normal. All right, come on. How about you... There, helps if I use the right one. Wolves are resistant to ice, but fire damage is very effective on them. Some of the mobs, the shrouded mobs, are resistant to fire, but ice is very effective on them. So it does benefit you to have both damage types with you, especially if you're running a mage build. You can see I do switch between weapons as I need to. Now, if you haven't gone to the salt mines yet, but you need salt, this is a great place to get some. You can usually get about 150 to 200 salt out of this small spot of mine. Pretty quick, too. I'm already at like 60 or 70 salt. Let's see, we have 119. All right. 169. now we're getting more stone than anything. $197. A little tiny bit more, we'll have 200. I think that got us exactly 200. Okay. So yeah, that is a very quick way to get some salt early on. Creepy place, isn't it? I sense good fortune. Salt lines every god-forsaken cliff. It fills the air and turns rum to brine, and yet I can taste it. There is something waiting for me here. I feel it deep in the rocks. A vibration upon my fingertips, a pulse. The same twitch I feel before drawing an ace. I know it well. A buzz to snap my streak of misery. Good fortune, finally. Bertram. Why do I get the feeling it wasn't as good a fortune as you thought it would be? I could have sworn there was another... Oh, no, not a hookup. Just the... Just gotta climb that back up. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Unless it's a living version of all the dead-looking fungi. Now, that could be. I wonder if the elixir comes from that. And when they've drained the elixir, what's left is the husks that we see covering everything. I don't know. I do know that when you're down in the shroud, you hear this sound that's almost like the distress cry of a whale, which made me wonder if this elixir wasn't actually some giant creature's blood, and they'd been tapping into it the whole time. Now that would be creepy. Obviously, that's only speculation. I have no clue. I'm hoping to find out more as we continue exploring in the world. Grab a little bit of this flintstone. This handy little bitty mine here, which once you get rid of the wolves for a little while, is perfectly safe to come grab whatever flint you need. Of course, if that doesn't turn out to be enough, well, it's not the only spot that's got a lot of flint. Over here, this whole side of this hill? I was going to say cliff. It's not a cliff. It's a hill. but it's also covered in flint. And in this game, unless you have claimed an area with a flame altar, this will eventually heal itself, and you can come back and mine it again. I know that part, that doesn't make a ton of sense, but it does mean resources are super plentiful, which is not good if you want the survival aspect, which is why I kind of say this is more of an RPG with a survival element instead of being just a straight or a straight survival game. But if you like building stuff, it is super easy to get whatever materials you need for most of your building. Oh, wrong way. So that's the up and down of that. I did do a video earlier today where I was working on the homestead a little and talking about like some of the things that Gus had brought up. Well, one main thing that Gus had brought up was the fact that since the world is not procedurally generated and it is static, it means that there's not as much replayability for this game as a game like Valheim, because you're eventually going to know the world like the back of your hand. And there's really not much fun exploration after that. So I do definitely agree with him on that. One of the things that still bugs me about the game, even though I enjoy playing it, is the character creation. It's very, very basic, very bare bones. We can take that. Very bare bones. There is not a lot of character customization at all. I did what I could with her, but you have like, 5 or 6 different face types. You got maybe that many different eye colors, about that many hairstyles. And that's about the only things you can really... Oh, and skin tones. Those are the only things you can really adapt your character for. Very, very, very limited. So that, like I said, is something that I'm not overly fond of with the game. However, there's a lot of stuff I do like about the game, so I'm not going to sit there and fuss too much over what my character looks like, especially since I can give her cosmetics now. I do like the combat. It occasionally does feel a little floaty, but if you mess up a block or an attack, you could be in trouble. Especially, say you wandered into an area where the mobs are a few levels higher than you. You might find yourself getting your butt handed to you very easily. So I do like that. It's not just, face roll your way through the game. Now, granted, if you're used to playing some pretty heavy-duty PvE or even PvP-centric games, you probably will face roll your way through most things. Huh. Oh, look at the mud. I don't know about you, but if I see mud bubbling up like that, That suggests that there's a lot of sulfur in the mud. I wouldn't be walking through it, that's for sure. You're gonna smell like rotten eggs for weeks. Oh, yeah. Think we have time to go grab a little bit of shroud wood. Not too much time, because in about 20 minutes, the Dungeon Delver will be starting his stream. And for the month of October, on Fridays, instead of playing Gamma World, they will be playing Call of Cthulhu. So don't want to miss that. Definitely don't want to miss that one. I think there might... Oh, I might be hearing them from up in the church. Okay. Yeah, I hear them. Okay, shroud wood. Obviously, you get shroud wood in the shroud. It's from the dead trees. See here, this is what I'm talking about. This fungus-looking stuff. I'm wondering if the fungi with the blue glow is what that looks like before it's killed, and if this elixir comes from it. Oh, you have food. Hey, where's mine? Nah, don't worry about it. I have food. I actually thought to eat before the stream instead of waiting till after. I don't know if you heard me talking about we're going to be finishing up soon because we don't want to miss this month's Friday game with the Dungeon Delver. Yeah, probably. We're not going to talk about FEMA right now because I'd like to keep my blood pressure at a nice steady pace instead of shooting it through the roof. To say I'm not happy with them would be an understatement. You missed me die by misadventure, by the way. I tried to glide onto a roof and hit the wrong button and dropped myself like a rock to the ground. I then had to go get my own body. A piece of... You know what? That sounds good. That actually does sound good. You demand... you can... I don't know exactly when it happened, but it had to have been within the last half hour. I also got a $2 Rumble rant from a very nice person named Dara, who I think has given me a Rumble rant before of $2. I always appreciate those. Makes me very happy when I get the occasional little Rumble rant. Because unlike YouTube, where I don't have the ability to get super chats yet, on Rumble, you're not like limited, and you can get Rumble rants, basically the version of super chats, early. Okay, I blattered enough. Oh, it's empty. Okay. How many subs do you need to get super chats on YouTube? Oh, it's not the sub part. My subs are fine. You have to have at least 500. I'm at 620, but I don't have enough watch hours yet. You have to have at least a minimum of 3,000 watch hours. And I am not quite there. But I'll get there eventually. I'm not running a sprint here. It's a marathon. And I'm having fun doing it. And if it happens someday, how many more than you want to do. I'm still like about 800 hours away. So don't worry about it. I will get there eventually. Like I said, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And I'm having fun. And that's probably the most important part of it. We might as well go ahead and grab some of this stuff and store it properly. Don't want to go out and start doing any more exploring when we have 10 minutes left. It sounds like a job for the League or Dastardly Villains. I shall summon my League immediately. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, don't worry about it. I mean, thank you. I appreciate the support. But I didn't say that to complain about anything. I'm glad y'all are here. Why are you not growing? The others have grown? Did I put you in the wrong place? Oh no, we have a tree that didn't grow. Looks like a bunch of the others grew. If you don't grow by next time, I'm moving you. Okay? I already hit puberty. I don't think I can grow anymore. Oh, I meant the tree. I'll show you in a second. Where? North Carolina, if you're not careful. Actually, don't come to North Carolina right now. It's, disaster would be an understatement. Honestly, just the thought of it makes me want to cry. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely does. Okay, I need to move that. So I can leave the bone meal in there. You feel fortunate that the mountains do a lot of shielding of this valley from storms. Well, some of those small towns that have been the hardest hit were in the mountains. And they still got devastated. And the fact that certain government agencies that I won't name are doing what I consider dastardly things and preventing people from getting the aid that they need. Western North Carolina, I mean, it's far enough in that it's not like, you know, sitting on the coast or anything. All right, we're going to repot you. I can't stand to see you not growing. There, we'll put you right there. You should grow there. Like all your other... Yeah, all the other ones grew. That one didn't, so it was in a bad place. In fact, that one grew nice. Look at you. Show off. Showing off to all the other plants. You've been to Raleigh a couple times, but it was just to transfer planes. Yeah, North Carolina is actually a very nice place. I will give it that. It's got some beautiful areas. Got some couple really nice parks. You got, you know, every state has its cities, so you've been to one of them, Raleigh, even if it was just for a fly-through. I've heard, now I haven't been to Raleigh, I've heard it's nice though. Might have to take a day trip there sometime. I'd say I like the North Carolina accent, but I can't recall if I've heard one. Now, South Carolina has a nice accent. I mean... North Carolinians have nice Southern accents. I mean, I can't attest. I've heard them. I think they sound pleasant to speak to listen to. But then I grew up in a state with heavy Southern accents, so I would clearly be a little biased in that direction. Although, quite frankly, I actually enjoyed the New York accents, too. Are you still in here? You are still in here. Hi. Excuse me, I'd like to talk to you. How about... I'll take that stuff. You hear all the things down there? The funniest encounter I had with a Southerner was at Disney Water Park, and the guy asked me if we ever have water parks up north. I said, yeah, it gets stupidly humid here. Yeah, I know. I can actually be honest, I was kind of surprised that there were water parks in New York, but then it does get hot in the summer, so ouch. Yeah, we're going this way. Okay. Probably want to, I don't know, have a healing potion now. That was not my best showing. But at least I didn't get my stuff stuck in a corner like last time. Now, did I get that wand? I did not. Or did I? Wait, no. Oh, come on, tell me I got that. Ah, there we go. Okay, it's the same one I have. It's a legendary wand. Could have been worse. Yeah, it could have been worse. I wanted to see. Nope, still the same exact outfit. So, another downside is that, like, things are so static in the game that if you go to this chest, every single time, you will find this set of cosmetics, which is the one she's wearing. No, there's no way to sell them, and it looks like the cosmetics can't even be broken down. Now, that other chest, that usually has some useful stuff, some sort of potions or... Okay, maybe I should, I don't know, use a flashlight? I just called it a flashlight again. There it is, a torch. There we go. It's nighttime. No wonder I couldn't see anything. Why carry a flashlight when you can carry a flamethrower? Because, one, I don't have a flamethrower. And two, my little wand might put off a little bit of light, but not that much light. Okay, we got more bandages? Oh no, that's my bandages. Derp. I was going to put them away, and then I was going to have them the next time I needed them. That would not have been good. That would not have gone well at all. You have a handy-dandy travel flamethrower guaranteed to light up the night and fry up some grub. Fortunately, it's on sale this week. I will keep that in mind. No. Where am I putting salt? Oh, right there. We got plenty of salt for the moment. We will go through it fast, though. Scorching Wand. Which, like I said, is what I'm using. But mine's already been upgraded. I would say I've been off switching my witty remarks, but then I'd be massively lying. Hey, no worries about it. I actually do not mind the fun, sarcastic rejoinder. I mean, after all, Gus is very good at those. And we've been friends for a very long time. So I clearly don't mind. Put that in there. And I can move the torch back there. I'll put that in there. I'll put these arrows in here. That's what I do. I'm a quintessential Ravenclaw. Ah, so you know what house you were sorted into. All right, it is 9:01. I do believe we are done exploring. You've taken the Pottermore quiz a number of times, and every time you get sorted into Ravenclaw. Hey, consistency is good. So we'll go ahead and harvest these things. And if you were wondering, Gryffindor. All right, put those away. Could be worse. You could be Hufflepuff. Ain't nothing wrong with Hufflepuff. They are loyal. Sometimes loyal and steady is good. That chest is already full because of course it is. Might have to move. I think I might move the fruits over with the flowers. They're loyal and they will huff and puff until they blow your house down. Cute. No, that's not what I wanted to do. So if you hit the wrong button, if you hit F, you will move everything from the box to your inventory. Well, everything that will fit. If you hit G, it will auto sort everything for you. So every once in a while when I want to hit G, I hit F instead, and I'm like, no, I have to put all that stuff back, one by one. So that is ready for the next planting. I actually might just go ahead and tear these out. They came with the house. And they're not really all that suitable for the amount of growing I want it to do. So I'll probably tear them out and build my own off screen. Like I said, the Dungeon Delver should have been started by now. This month they are doing Call of Cthulhu instead of Gamma World. So we don't want to miss the month of October. It should be very exciting and very Lovecraftian. And I want to take a moment to thank everybody who stopped by. First off, Nordic. I appreciate you. Enjoyed the conversation. And I hope you had a good dinner. Drive by. Always appreciate you stopping in to let me know everything looks good. Calendon. Thank you for stopping by and wishing me a good stream. I appreciate you. George Chris, thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate you too. And Chip Losau, I cannot pronounce that. I do apologize, so I'm just going to call you Chip. I thank you for stopping by and appreciate it. And on the Rumble side, thank you to Dara for stopping in and wishing me a good stream. And for the $2 Rumble rant. I appreciate all of you. And for those who stopped in and didn't say anything, well, I still appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed. But next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. Now, Sunday we are either going to be doing Lotro if Diggy and Flower are available. If they are not available, we're going to be doing Nightingale with Drive-By. And Tuesday will be Lotro, probably with my Dwarf Hunter. Probably. And next Friday, we will be back for a little Morrowind, which I know Nordic and Jimmy will love. But having said all that, once again, thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Go check out the Dungeon Delver. And until next time, bye for now.